Hey everyone, this is Carmen, aka the Authentic Optimist 11, with the Tajai Alliance Company, and I'm here to do a reading for the collective fire signs of Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. And so today I have pulled some tarot cards going over the present, any challenges, current situations that we may be facing, as well as advice from the Divine Tarot, and then the initial outcome. I've also got a couple of oracle cards here as well as a affirmation card too. But before I get started, I definitely wanted to talk about what came to me in meditation prior to pulling these cards here. So I've titled this message, "It's Time to Shine, Be Fearless." And so some of the things that came to me while I was in meditation were the words, "Don't be afraid to share and show your gifts and talents with the world," came out very boldly. Have courage and be bold were, some of the things that kept coming to me. There's a new journey, a new beginning. We're all going through this period right now, and I say we because I am a Sagittarius. I'm definitely including myself in this message. But we've been experiencing quite a few things over the last couple of weeks. And so, the overall message and theme of this reading is that it's our time to shine, and that it is time to be fearless and to not let anything hold us back from really achieving what we are capable of and are destined and fated to do. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to start with the oracle cards. These mermaid oracle cards really focus on romance, love, healing aspects of your life, of our lives. And so the first, sorry guys, I'm trying to get used to this setup here. So the first card we have is divination, prophecy, fate, destiny, future fortune. So yeah, as I was saying just a couple of seconds ago, we've been going through a lot of healing, a lot of emotional work, a lot of challenges, situations, because we are in a period in time right now where we are being divinely guided to our destiny, to our fate. And so we're definitely going to be feeling that kind of pull and shift within our energy field, because it is something that it's divinely destined to be. So look out for that. That's definitely something that you'll be feeling in the month of August. So then we have the magic of the Helen Deruth. So this card says caution, secrecy, weary. When this card comes out, it usually deals with having to hide a bit of yourself in some way. It could be, like maybe with your job, or just in general, the people that you hang around with. It could be something even as small as, not being able to style your hair a certain way, a certain color, because of, where you work. So this card talks about it being time to turn away from kind of that conformity of life and, step out of that shell, if you will, or break out of that shell into the person that you really truly are inside, like being your true authentic self inside and out. It's time now to put aside that caution, or to stop being secretive about who we truly are inside. So that's a beautiful card. That reminds us that it's important to be us. And by being us, that's the way that we're truly going to be happy. It's linked into our destiny and fate for us to be who we truly are at our core. So that's beautiful. So I'm going to move into now the messages, the angel messages here. I'm going to start with this one. So we have truth. I am lovingly honest with myself and others. So again, when it comes to truth, like being who we are, right? Sorry guys, I'm trying to mess all this up. But yeah, just being who we truly are, being lovingly honest with yourself and others. That's the message that the angels have for us here. Let's see here. We also have family. It says, I pray for my family and give this situation over to God for answers, support, and healings. So this may apply for some of you guys. It could be to deal, with you speaking your truth and being lovingly honest with your family. I know this is definitely something that is difficult and hard to do. It could be with, your significant other even. But the message here is that it's time to be truthful. To be truthful. And to really just trust in God, trust in the divine, that everything's going to turn out okay. It's going to be fine. So let's take a look here. So we have this Saints card here, emotions. This is Saint Dymphna, and I want to read this from the book for you guys. So give me just a second here. Sorry about that. Okay. So the answer to your question involves emotions, whether yours or those of the person you're inquiring about. This is also a message for you to pay closer attention to your emotions. It's safe for you to admit your true feelings to yourself. Saint Dymphna can help you find solutions to any emotional upsets. She is a loving saint who specializes in helping you achieve emotional and mental health. The lantern that she carries helps you see where you're going and assists you in avoiding obstacles on your path. Allow Saint Dymphna to illuminate your journey. If you notice any unwanted patterns in your behavior, or if you're about to self-sabotage yourself, call upon this powerful saint for immediate assistance. This card is also a message for you to trust your feelings, especially as they guide you to make positive changes. Your feelings are the voice of heaven speaking through you, and you have a right to them, even if others disagree with them. You can also release any upsetting emotions to God, Saint Dymphna, and the angels for healing and guidance. So that's beautiful. It's basically saying that, to speak your truth. Speak your truth to your family, that you can trust God and Saint Difna. I hope I'm saying her name right. But that, it is going to be an emotional time, and it's okay to process those emotions and, set those boundaries and speak your truth, even if it comes down to doing that with your family. Okay? So, that may just keep in mind it is a general reading, so it may resonate with some of you, may not with others. Keep, what resonates with you and throughout the rest. Okay? So now I want to go ahead and get into the reading here. I'm going to go ahead and start with the present. So I'm just going to pick up these cards here. So we have the Page of Pentacles. Excuse me. And then I did pull some clarifiers here. We have the High Priestess and the Three of Discs work. Okay. So with this Page of Pentacles being here, the Page of Pentacles, it can represent a person in your life that, brings good news. But it also represents, a person who's passionate, who's hungry for new ideas, a person who's studious and wise, a person that reflects. And so I really feel like this is your energy in this present moment, that you are, coming up with new creative ideas. You have that passion, that hunger, that desire to create, something new. And, with it being clarified by the High Priestess, she's all about, change, change and divine timing. And I really and truly believe that time is now, especially with this divination card here, destiny, fate. Now is the time. Now is definitely the time, However, it's going to require work. With this Three of Discs, it's required internal work, lots of internal work. And I can definitely identify with that because I've been going in and doing the work myself. It's not easy. It definitely isn't easy, but the work, that this is talking about is, meditation, staying grounded, keeping positive thoughts at the forefront of your mind. Like, that is the work that is needed to stay in this High Priestess energy, this almost balanced energy in a sense, So let's take a look to see what is currently in our challenges sector here. So we have the Two of Swords, and that is clarified by the Seven of Discs, failure, and the Seven of Wands, valor. So looking at this Two of Swords, in this deck, it serves as both a warning and instruction. It talks about to, beware of any tension that's in the air. It can talk about, being tested by there being, adversity, challenges, obstacles, in which it's a test to, to see about you being balanced and grounded in the face of opposition. It could also talk about, making difficult choices or decisions. With this Seven of Discs here, though, I really feel like, It's time to stop worrying about failure, is what what the divine want us to know, is that it's time to stop being afraid of our potential. It's time to stop being afraid, is what's coming to me right now, of your potential and what you are capable of. That, we may have been faced with disappointment in the past, and maybe that's why it's so scary, the decision, the choice we have to make, because we've faced opposition before, we've faced adversity before, and it's been something that we're fearful of because, we didn't know how to handle it before. But I feel like it's gone now. Like we've gone through that healing process. We've gone through, just really going within, doing the work, doing this work to really stay in a positive mindset, So I really feel like this, this energy it's leaving, the Seven of Wands is coming in here because it's time now to have courage. It's time now to be courageous and stand in the face of fear, to be fearless, to be bold, to be daring. And that's the answer as far as like the challenge. Whatever decision, whatever failure, whatever fear you're facing, is to have the courage to stand up in the face of that fear and move forward. Because ultimately, it's fate, it's destiny. Our future, your future, there's fortune there. We can't fail. We can't, get stuck anymore. It's our time now. It's time. It's time to be fearless. So let's take a look to see what advice we have from the divine. Yeah. So we have Ten of Swords. Completion. This is completed. All of this failure, the fear of failure, completion. So any previous disappointments, this is the feeling defeat, lack of wisdom, just feeling defeat. And there we have, the Five of Swords, defeat here, and the Eight of Discs reverse. So let's take a look at these. Yeah, so the Five of Swords talks about, a lack of self-discipline. A lack of self-discipline, a lack of, just perspective, really, is the word that I'm trying to say. All of that's coming to an end. Defeat's coming to an end. That lack of, just wisdom is coming to an end. And we're coming into the Hangman energy here. A new perspective. This is enlightenment. This is mental transformation that's available to us because we have done the work. Done that work to get over and face that fear and opposition. That's the goal, is to face that fear and opposition, to come out courageous and ultimately with a new perspective, So let's see what the final outcome is that we have here. So we have Justice. So justice in your favor. This card in this specific tarot deck also talks about, weighing all decisions and choices carefully. So if there's any decisions or choices that you're needing to make, just make sure that you are following your intuition, like listening to that inner voice when you're making those, choices and decisions. It also symbolizes, somebody who is extremely psychic and intuitive. And so, if you have those specific abilities, those will be heightened now during this time. So just really keep yourself open to hearing and following that internal guidance system, really, is what I'm hearing. But, you know, justice overall. Like the wheel is now starting to turn in your favor after going through all of the work, going through the struggles and doing the healing, the inner work, meditating, affirmations, all of those things, those tools and resources that, we can use on a daily basis that are free to us, really, on YouTube. They really do make a difference in how we think, how we act, how we view ourselves, and how we view our lives. Two of Pentacles is here. So for some of you, it could pertain to, new projects, new ideas. Could be new business ventures after a period of feeling, unbalanced, unstable. But it talks about maintaining balance and harmony. And it's clarified by this Princess of Cups and this Four of Discs power. But this Princess of Cups represents imagination and art. It stands for creativity and harmony and kindness. And so this is the end result. This is the energy that, ultimately the divine God, whoever it is that you believe in, this is the energy that they want us to come into. The Four of Discs energy, power. Like this card in this deck symbolizes coming into like wealth and worldly power. It symbolizes wisdom and stability, and it talks about solid foundations. So this is, this is real material abundance, success, wealth, wisdom that, we end up manifesting and materializing into our real world. And then we have this Ace of Cups, this beautiful Ace of Cups, which symbolizes great abundance and fulfillment and joy and opulence and goodness overflowing, favorable outlooks. It's basically a wish fulfillment card. So it's beautiful. This is everything that's available to us is, when we speak our truth. It's all about, speaking our truth and really standing and shining in our light. It's time now, to follow destiny and fate. So I want to end with this affirmation, which says, I make time to recharge my battery. The world needs my energetic light. So rest. Rest is also very important. A very important factor. Healing can be exhausting. Healing will be exhausting. I know that from personal experience. So make sure that you guys are taking the time to really rest, that you're taking care of your body, getting enough sleep, that you're eating, some fruits and veggies in there, and making sure to drink plenty of water and get your rest. Because ultimately, we have way too many things to do. We've got too much stuff to get done. There's way too much goodness, juiciness, abundance here for us to not go after it. So I want to thank you guys so very much for taking the time to watch today. I hope you liked the reading. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. Hit that little bell so that way you get those notifications. And I want to thank you so much for visiting our channel. We'll catch you next time. Thanks.